Hey guys, welcome back to June ReKapt. This is where I recap everything that happened in the last month. Now we're going to be looking back at June. Starting us off, we have MrBeast. Now, I've never actually spoken about him in great detail on this channel. I tend to watch what he does quite a lot. Am I a big MrBeast fan? Not really. But he does do interesting things that spark conversation, and that's not something that a lot of YouTubers do for me. His most recent video hit me pretty hard. Like, I walked away from that, and I was a little like, damn. And there are good MrBeast videos that I genuinely enjoy. I also like talking about some of his bad sides. I think it's interesting that he constantly casts people with newborn babies to do these like time challenges.
Like you both can see your wives. In fact, they're watching right now.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Oh,
How long do you want us to stay?
I want you home now. Like, I do.
I know you want me home, but do you need me home?
Yes, she needs you. Yes, you need to bond with your son.
Spend as much time as you can in this grocery store.
We brought some special guests.
Hi, buddy.
Yesterday, you were telling me about how much you miss your family, and I felt kind of bad.
When I saw my kids, I mean, they like look different to me. You know, at that age, they grow weekly. I just look forward to going back home, spending time with my family.
Where it's like the people need to leave because their families need them. They don't want to leave because they're bored of the grocery store. It's because their wife is struggling with the baby. Like, it's just a little bit like you put them in that situation. You couldn't have cast someone else that didn't have a newborn, but whatever. Now, you may have seen this. MrBeast was the face for this AI tool where you could literally just to copy someone else's thumbnail, put your own face over it.
There's a new way to make professional looking viral thumbnails with zero Photoshop experience. From creating custom results from any channel to literally being able to put your face on a thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating. To show you how all out we went on this AI thumbnail tool, you could also copy a URL from any YouTube video. We'll just paste this one I have here. And in the prompt box, just tell it what to change in the thumbnail. To demonstrate, I have this F1 thumbnail with an F1 car. And so in the prompt, I'm just gonna simply type in, change F1 car to minivan. That is all I'm typing in. I'm gonna hit generate. Let's see what it produces. And boom, it's done. Bro, I'm not even joking. Look, it swapped out the F1 race car for a minivan. That was it. I just typed in a prompt and it swapped it. This is crazy. If you really like the thumbnail you're generating, but not the face on it, don't worry. We have this face swap tool that you can click, upload a face you do like, and it will instantly swap it onto the thumbnail. To show you how simple this is, I'm gonna take a photo of my face. Okay. I'm now gonna hit face swap and take the thumbnail from this to this automatically. I could go on, but this is the future of YouTube thumbnails. No more complicated Photoshop and having to get a PhD in how to edit things and figure out what 1,000 buttons do. Now, you can literally just type into a prompt what you want, and it'll give it to you.
And this is a big problem to me. I don't watch MrBeast anymore and think, oh, MrBeast is making these videos. He's the face of them, but it doesn't feel like it's him that does it. It's MrBeast putting 2 people in the jungle for 30 days. It's MrBeast having a guy lose 100 kilos. MrBeast is almost the second character in all of his videos. And it's not as if he's there setting up the sets. He's got such a big team that he almost feels detached from YouTube. And I see a lot of this in this AI content thing. To simply make a tool where you could put your face over someone else's face feels like what he does with his content now. Oh, I'm just gonna watch a MrBeast video. But MrBeast will only be doing the voiceover, will appear every couple of minutes while I watch someone else do a challenge. He's not in them very much. And I mean, I've got some things to say about this. I think it's hypocritical that MrBeast is encouraging you to put your face on other people's thumbnails when he's complained about this in the past. I don't agree with the idea that you should be able to take their thumbnail. Yes, it works in the algorithm. It's still kind of slimy. To just be like, oh, just take their thumbnail, it worked for them, is so not a community thing, which is what YouTube was always about. As a small content creator, I really enjoy getting to make my thumbnails. I've made some terrible ones, for sure. And then I've made ones that for me are like so tied in with what the video is. Looking around like the YouTube landscape, there are so many iconic titles and thumbnails. AI could never produce these. There are so many thumbnails and titles which are so unique to what you're looking at, and I wouldn't like the thought of it just being like a ChatGPT mock-up of what does well, or a literal face put on someone else's thumbnail. That's so lazy, and it's what's wrong with YouTube. YouTube is about originality. It's about difference. And I just think it's so shameful that YouTube's biggest creator is pushing for you to put your face on someone else's thumbnail. For what? For views? Anyway. This next one, I'm just going to be honest this time. I don't really know too much about it. I watched H3H3's video. He said he's going to be suing 3 content creators who gave, let's say, less than satisfactory reaction to his video.
I don't understand this bit that you're doing.
People don't appreciate how much he did for fair use. Over the years, it's been abused by people like XQC, Hassan. He's suing them because they didn't transform it in any way. And you know what, man? I agree with it. Stand your ground, man. I hate reaction content. The other day I saw a reaction video and in brackets it said no pausing. What do you mean no pausing? You shouldn't be advertising that you're not going to pause the video to speak about it. No one's there for you. Dude, I'm going to be live streaming the Super Bowl and I'm not going to pause it. I'm not going to talk about anything in the game. I'm just going to play it for you. That is wild. I don't know. I also don't like any of the people that he's suing, so fair enough. But yeah, if you're a H3 fan and you watch this channel, can you let me know a little bit more about the lawsuit and maybe I missed things? Because I'm happy to admit that I missed things on this one. I know he's suing them because they marketed themselves as a way to watch it without supporting him, which you can't do. And they also just didn't add anywhere near enough content to the content. So if I missed more than that, please let me know in the comments down below. You might remember the trend from a fair few years ago where you could trade a paperclip for like a pen. You could trade a pen for a bottle of water for all these things. Eventually, someone ended up getting a house from it. She decided to do the nice thing and gift that small house to someone in exchange for a paperclip so she could restart the thing all again. Now, the girl she gifted the house to was just a young kid, really. I think she was 19 at the time. She was looking to move to a whole new area, which was luckily where the small house was, but she wasn't really sure if she was ready. Now, she won the house and was expected to kind of, you know, go use the house. It was still in the paperclip woman's name, so she technically owned it, but was renting it for free to this girl. Now, we're going to take a little pause here, and we're going to watch this TikTok, which was uploaded about 3 weeks ago. What could have possibly happened that the girl who was given the house is no longer allowed to be in this house? She shit in the fridge. I saw so many videos talking about it and they just spoke for way too long about a not interesting situation. She trashed the house and shit in the fridge. This woman was not ready to move out. I think she's crazy. Why are you shitting in a fridge? Another interesting one, this one's a bit more serious. A former Beauty and the Geek reality TV star has been accused of murdering and decapitating her ex-boyfriend, allegedly. This is still an ongoing story. I'm not going to be making jokes about this one. A former reality TV star has been accused of not only murdering, but also decapitating her ex-boyfriend. I don't know if I have to bleep that out. They found a body but no head. This is wild. It's not really like, you know, MrBeast and H3H3 news. This is like real news. I just thought it was very interesting to say the least. Now I need to point out these are allegations. She hasn't been proven to do anything. But yeah, we're going to move on. I just wanted to mention that one.
Hey, quick question. Could I get exactly what the person in front of me just ordered? Like the entire meal? Like just whatever the car in front of me just ordered? I want the exact same order.
I'm sorry?
Next up, I mean, this one's serious, but also it's XQC, so it's like, we can joke about this one. XQC has a serious gambling addiction. On a live stream, he accidentally popped up the amount of money he's wagered, and oh my god, $3.5 billion in the last 4 years. This man has gambled nearly $1 billion a year for the last 4 years. I will never see $3.5 billion. I will probably never see 3.5 million, and I don't think I've seen 3.5 thousand in my life. Also, someone did all the math. He's gambled 881 times a day for the last 4 years. If this was any other content creator, I would kind of feel bad for making jokes about their gambling addiction, but I really dislike XQC. Oh well, I just wanted to talk about this because that's a lot of money. You know, XQC, despite the fact that I genuinely, you're one of my least favorite people to be on the internet, if you ever want to slip me $1,000, bro, please.
I grew up here. Don't live here. Don't surf.
This is our last story for the day. It's been a pretty slow news week, news month really. I just watched Nicolas Cage's newest film, The Surfer, and I'm not a happy customer. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to spoil it, so get ready for that. I saw the promotional material for this movie and I thought, it looks bad. It just looks really bad.
I grew up here. Don't live here. Don't surf.
Hey, Dad.
It looks so uninteresting, but I heard people say it was good. So then I watched it thinking it would be good, and it was bad. To go back to the promotional material, the phrase "don't live here, don't surf here" has been used almost as much as the guy counting from the thinning.
How many sides does a pentagon have?
5.
What causes disease?
Bacteria.
How many letters are in the alphabet?
26.
Hair flip. What's up? My name is Logan Paul and I play Blake in The Thinning, coming to YouTube Red this October.
Every single trailer, every single ad break of the footy I'm hearing,
don't live here, don't surf.
Hey, Dad.
The movie itself, it's bad. It's really bad. I'd love to hear someone that supports it in the comments. To give a really quick rundown, I don't think any of you guys are going to watch it. Nicolas Cage plays a middle-aged man. He wants to go surfing with his son at this place he grew up. Nicolas Cage is buying a house in this place, wants to take his kid there and be like, hey, I'm buying that house. I think it's interesting they never show the inside of the house. They just show the one shot of the balcony. That's all we ever get. But he's not allowed to surf there because he doesn't currently live there.
Don't live here, don't surf.
So he drops his kid home and goes back to the beach for no reason. And it's like, at this point already in the film, I'm like, why is he just staying at the beach? You don't live here. That's not your house. You want to buy the house, but that's not your house. So he goes back to the beach. Eventually, they take his surfboard off his car, and then his phone dies, so he gives it to a barista, and then gives his watch to the barista, and then gives his engagement ring so he can answer the phone. They just rob him. There's also a homeless character, and it's heavily alluded to throughout the movie that Nicolas Cage is becoming the crazy homeless man, and it's just a bit of a slap in the face when they completely end up abandoning this subplot. Throughout the whole movie, they want you to think that he is like becoming him, but then they just decide to abandon that, and after he beats one of the locals with a sign, they then reveal, hey man, you're one of us now. What? One of the subplots is that the cult was based off the idea that in order to be a man, you have to have everything, lose everything, and then fight to get it back. Now they decided that Nicolas Cage was a man that had everything, then lost everything, and then started to fight to get it back. So he was now worthy to be in this cult that he didn't want to join. They end up giving him everything back. You find out that everyone that was treating him like he was crazy was all in on it, except for the homeless man. His last thing he gets to do before joining the cult that, may I mention again, he did not want to ever join, is he has to burn the homeless man's car, which he does, and it sends the homeless man into a frenzy where he nearly kills everyone. The homeless man has had a gun this whole time. The final scene, there's 3 bullets in the gun. It's Nicolas Cage, Nicolas Cage's son, and the leader. They go off surfing. This happy music starts to play, and then we just see What a bizarre ending to a shit movie. Hey guys, so I thought this being like the halfway point of the year of doing ReKapt, maybe I could just kind of speak for the outro here. As I said, this is the 6th ReKapt we've made. It's been a good journey so far. It's been really freeing for me to be able to just speak about something for as long or as short as I want and then just be able to move on. I always find it really cringe when people try and like beef out their content. Like you can tell they ran out of things to say at the 4-minute mark, so then they'll just repeat themselves for the whole time. Kind of hate that. And I like the fact that I don't have to do that myself. ReKapt is this beautiful thing for me where I can speak about something for 30 seconds or 10 minutes if I want to. I can just get all my feelings out there and then just move on to the next thing. I wanted to just kind of address the fact that outside of ReKapt, I haven't been uploading much. Genuinely, for the last like 2.5 months, my laptop has sounded like this. I took it to get repaired, and apparently there is a lot more damage than just a simple, oh, the fan's bad. I'm getting a new PC, basically, is what it boils down to. And in the meantime, I'm kind of just worried my laptop's going to blow up. So in the meantime, I haven't really been committing to long projects as much as, you know, those the ones I enjoy. I haven't really been sinking my teeth in. So I think the next video may also just be a ReKapt, unfortunately. But the moment I can get my new PC, I'm really, really hoping to work on some of my big projects that I really do want to do. But yeah, nonetheless, I really appreciate the support, especially my one boy. You comment on everything, and I really do appreciate that. If you guys made it this far, if you guys could please like, comment, copy the link and email it to like a family member, preferably an old family member that'll be confused by it. Just anything. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, I think the next video probably will be another ReKapt. If not, it'll just be another small video where I talk. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys next time. All right, so yeah.